my name is Lisa Grace and this is Nailchemy's YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so I have been asked for this video numerous times, so here we go ladies, here it is. Right, so I've got my tip on and I've shaped it into an almond. So obviously you're going to need to use a clear tip for this. And I'm using Lily. So with this design you are going to need to use either a blunted craft knife or some dental floss, whatever you fancy. So the first bit that we're going to do is our cuticle section, and I'm going to bring my white line almost down to the free edge, and that way once we've added the lava, the natural free edge will be nicely disguised. So, and obviously with Lily, because it is a core powder, we can build up our apex with this as well so that it doesn't need capping. So I'm going to place that up at the cuticle, pat that into place, keep your nail tilted down, let the product fall naturally. Pat into your side walls. Make sure you don't take your apex out, or if you do, don't stress because we can always put it back in, either with a bit more Lily or with our clear. I'm going to start forming this nice flat edge. Start letting that set. So if you're happy with your application, you might not necessarily need to use a crafting knife or dental floss. You can just file that, completely up to you. I am going to use my crafting knife and cut your finger off, Samantha. I won't, I promise. So when you are cutting your acrylic, you need to make sure that it's almost set. Obviously, if it's too set, you're not going to be able to cut it. If it's not set enough, when you start cutting it, it's just going to bounce back. So you can see it's lost its shine now. You can always kind of, so I'm using the back of my crafting knife. You can always kind of press into it and see what it does. So I can see that that's going to leave a real nice sharp cut. So make sure you are using the back of your crafting knife. Alternatively, you can use the blade, but make sure it is blunt, really blunt. And then we need to scrape all of this off. Like so, make sure that there's none of the, oh look what I've done, I've caught you up here with my nail. Not a problem. Not a problem. So I've just indented her with my own nail. So I'm just going to get a small bead and just patch that up. Blend that in. There you are. It's like it never happened. Never happened. Right, so we need to do the same down here for the top of the lava lamp. So I'm just going to get a small bead. I'm going to drain that out a little bit more than I would usually. Your white acrylics are always a little bit runnier. So I'm going to pop that on, bring that down to the tip. Yeah, your whites are always a little bit runnier to work with, so I always drain my bead just a little bit extra. Just gives you a little bit more control on that bead. And again, we're going to wait for that to almost set before we cut it. The colours that I'm working with on the lava are bee balms and freesia. So we're not quite ready. Can you see how it's still a little bit shiny? I'm not quite ready to cut that yet. I mean, alternatively, if you didn't want to cut it, you could just use the edge of that blade, and because this is only a small section, just use the edge of that blade to really sharpen that up. See the difference that makes? But you need to make sure that you're scraping away that residue of that white acrylic, like that, like so. Right, so I'm using my 3D brush because we're working with small beads. And you don't have to use multiple colours, you can just use one colour. I think this would look really nice in monochrome, so if you had like the white and then you had like black lava, and then you did the next nail with your black lava lamp and then your white lava. I do love a bit of monochrome. So I'm just going to start off with a small bead of the pink, and I'm just going to place that on the nail, and as that starts to settle, I'm going to pull it up into a bit of a teardrop shape, just like so. Then I'm going to do the same, but a little bit bigger with the orange.
This orange is one of my favourite colours.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Same again. Pull that up. So back in with my orange, and I'm going to pop this along the edge here, and then start pulling that down so it looks like it's dripped. Same again with the pink on the other side. And then I'm going to fill the bottom of the middle of the lava lamp with the pink. Just smoosh that about a bit. Add a little bit of pink here. Don't worry if you've gone over this white bit here, because that bit will definitely get fired out. There we go, so I'm going to leave that just to set for a couple of minutes.
Love it. That's going to look amazing once you put that clear on.
Look at our lava lamp. That's not clear. So with your clear, just be careful when you're popping it on, and just make sure that it's going all the way around and in those holes and blobs, and make sure it's where you need it. So like I say, with my white, I've already popped my apex in, so I don't need to go over my white. I've just got a little dip in my product there, you can probably see in the light, so I'm just going to get a little bit more white, fill that dip in. Most of it will get filed off, but just to make it a little bit easier when we are filing, just fill any gaps in. Fabulous. Right, I'm going to let this set and then get it filed up. Okay, so all filed up. Get rid of that dust. As usual, I'm going to come in with a bit of a buff. Just get rid of some of those filing lines. And then we can wipe over with our apple acetone. With your non-lint-free, lint-free pad. Give that a scrub. Woo. Just going to wipe on the underside of that as well, get rid of any dust. And then in with our no wipe top coat. I like this thing, it's cute.
It's cute.
So with a lot of the time I see these nails, every single nail will be a different colour. So you'll have like your pink and orange, and then on the next nail you'll have orange and yellow, and then on the next nail it's yellow and green, and then green and blue. And they're so colourful and they're so vibrant. And they're just a bit different, aren't they? Okay, Sam, pop that in the lamp for me, please. And I'm going to be using the Bubblegum Cuticle Oil. Just a drop on there. And then make sure you give that a good rub in. And there we go.
I love that.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit like on that video, drop any comments that you've got down in the comment section below, and more importantly, make sure you hit subscribe so that you get a notification for all of our future videos. All of the products that I've used today you can find on our website, which is nailchemy.co.uk, and I will see you in the next video.